Louisiana beer reviews. Faubourg Premium Lager. Introduced in 2021, brewed in New Orleans, Louisiana by Faubourg Brewing Company. I bought this at Mathern's. It's 4.8% alcohol, 25 international bitterness units. They say it's a pilsner on the website. It says premium lager here. Pilsner is a type of lager. The neighborhood beer of New Orleans. Faubourg means a neighborhood. And their brewery is located in beautiful New Orleans East in a beautiful industrial section near an industrial canal. And right off beautiful Downman Road. Anyway, independent craft brewery. Craft. All right. Bought this at Mathern's. They sell it in cans, also bottles, as you can see, and draft. Now it's all malt. Water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. They don't say which hops, which yeast. Says established 1907. Yeah, that's right. Had a different name. All right, now they're talking on the website like this is the tradition of New Orleans. You know, this is what it's about. The neighborhood, the people, the community, the tradition, the heritage. No, you know, I don't know. I don't know. What do I know for heritage? But I'm thinking this is the heritage of New Orleans. You know. A rice lager. This was a rice lager going back since 1907. 100% pure. Yeah, it was pure water, barley malt, rice, hops, and yeast. Dixie Brewing Company. I toured that brewery before it was destroyed by looters, really. Also the hurricane damage, and the company was doing poorly before that. So this, to me, is the hair. You know, but what do I know? You know, slow brewed lager. I remember when they read 4.6% alcohol. This was from 2019 or 2020. Sorry, 2020. 2020, January 2020. They were saying, this is the heritage of New Orleans. This is what our city is about. This is what our people are about. Dixie, you know it, you love it, you respect it, you appreciate it. We grew up with you. We're part of you. We are you. We're in your heart. Okay. Rice lager. Now all of a sudden rice lager is not acceptable, or it's not something. I don't know. You know, Louisiana is one of the biggest rice producers in the country. And Anheuser-Busch buys more rice, I think, than any other business entity in the United States. Anyhow, let's look at this new product. Clear, gold, bubbly in this tasting glass. Thick, creamy, white head. Crickle crackle. Got some nice auditory action. Smells nice. I mean, does it smell like a Pilsner, like Pilsner Urquell or something like that? I guess it's kind of in that ballpark. Now the taste. This is the first video review for this product in the world. I remember in the Bible, Esau sold his birthright for a pot of beans, porridge, you know, like lentils. He was hot, sweaty. I'll give away anything for this, for these beans. But it was a temporary satisfaction because he later regretted it. But like Jesus said, he tried to reclaim his birthright carefully with tears, crocodile tears, of course. Just thinking about Esau. All right, it's relatively bitter, 25 IBUs. Pilsner Urquell, I think it's 33. This is 4.8. Pilsner Urquell is 4.4. Well, I like the 4.8. 4.6 is okay. 4.8 is better. Bush beer used to be 4.8, remember? Then it's like they went crazy and they dropped it to 4.3. I never could figure that out. Didn't seem to hurt the sales. Bush beer still in the top 10, still popular around here. Bush Light also. I think the Canadians still get a 4.9% Bush beer though. That's bizarre. Light to medium body. Crisp finish. I mean, it's good. I think I preferred, say like this venerable brand here. This thing here is called Dixie Beer, which was, remember their commercials into 2020 talking about your heritage and we're with you, we're part of your family and all that. This is us, we are you, you are us, you know, that kind of thing. But I thought this was a little better. Some people didn't like Dixie. Some people had some hatred toward it. Just, I don't mean socio-political hatred. I mean, they just didn't like the product. Thought it wasn't good. I did like it. I thought the rice gave it an interesting character. You don't get Budweiser, rice lager. Were they trying to mimic that to some extent? I don't know. At 4.6 compared to 5.0 Budweiser, I doubt it. It didn't really taste like that. After the hurricane and the damage in 2005, they did some local contract brewing, but that little company couldn't keep up with the volume that was demanded, so that didn't last a year, a few months. And then they contracted with Minhas Craft Brewery, Joseph Huber Brewing Company in Monroe, Wisconsin. Well, I thought they did a fine job. Some people complained, but I have a feeling those people that were complaining weren't really drinking it. Was it authentic to the recipe? Well, not necessarily. They claimed they had changed it to some extent. I didn't find it was bad at all. I used to enjoy it. I was buying that for years, trying to support the company, and you know, we're all in this together and all that business. And then in 2020, they reopened their brewery in New Orleans, a new brewery in the eastern part of the city instead of the mid-city. And they said, well, we're going back to the original rice lager recipe. And, well, I mean, I liked it. I wasn't going to pay $5 for a little plastic cup of it. I know that much. But I could get a whole 6-pack of plain cans for $7.99. I don't think I was going to pay $5 for a plastic sample cup. But it was fine. I thought it was good, well made. Other people, like my friend David and all, they weren't too thrilled with it. But to me, I liked it. But anyway, this one, I mean, it's no Pilsner Urquell, obviously. But to be fair, what is? Nobody can compete with that. It's kind of like... I was going to say Grolsch, but no, Grolsch is better. You got that rich, biscuity, almost like savory malt action going on. Of course, I said Pilsner Urquell. Staro Pramen. It's a fantastic product. Werner's Guna, that was sent to me by Douglas. Thank you, Douglas. Great product. And a lot of the German... Eastern German and Czech Pilsners are fabulous, and even the, like I said, the Euro lagers, the Heineken, the Grolsch, Kronenbourg, all Carlsberg, all malt, no rice, no corn. They're really great. You know what this one reminds me of? It reminds me of Warsteiner, Premium Verum. I think they changed the name to just Premium. Warsteiner is good. There's some kind of, I haven't said this too much publicly, there's some kind of deficit with it though. There's some kind of, it's like in the movie Bananas where you say something missing and then later you taste it again and you say, I knew this. Somebody gives you a blind taste test, you don't know what you're tasting. You say, I knew something was missing. So this is kind of like that. Like it's nice, but there could be something missing. Nice crackle, but then, you know, get a nice crackle with Miller High Life, I guess. Simplistic, basic, would go well with crawfish, shrimp etouffee, fish sticks, Kraft macaroni and cheese. I'm not saying that to be ugly or hateful, just saying that's what it would go well with. Chips and salsa, any kind of like that kind, any kind of thing like that. Peanuts, salty peanuts. I do prefer the rice, the old rice recipe. I don't know why. I can't really necessarily say why. Just something was sort of rounded about it. Rice beers are interesting. Dice, the D-Ice 5.9. That was a very interesting craft style ice beer. Don't know if I still see it in the stores, like huge displays of it. I don't know if it's gonna last, but try to give this a fair score. I always try at least to give a fair score. Medium body on the sweetness scale, Cyclops scale. Oh, I mean, it's some white bread crust, little not really grassy, but just like straightforward hot bitterness, just like bitterness, but not in an objectionable way. Crisp finish. I almost said it. It kind of reminds me of Bush beer, the old Bush beer I used to drink back when it was 4.8. I'm glad I didn't bring that up. And I said I was about to mention that, and fortunately I cut that off at the pass. Score. Oh yeah, and on a bitterness scale, on the Cyclops scale. So sweetness, I guess 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Not particularly sweet. I would say it might be more bitter than I'm perceiving. It's probably 3 out of 5 hop cones. Wouldn't go higher than that. Could be 2.5, but I'm gonna say 3 out of 5 hop cones in bitterness. So it has that. Decent lacing, splotchy, but you know it's there. Some beers they got no lacing. Score. I'm gonna go with 91 out of 100, like an A minus. It's into excellent. This company does know what they're doing in some respects. Faubourg neighborhood beer. I don't know if I'm gonna really necessarily or ever go, you know, kind of hanging out or walking around in that neighborhood. But I might go mad one day. Lose my, you know, I shouldn't say that. I could go to Banner Chevrolet and get a nice car. Well, hey, you did. All right, anyway, so that's it. A minus, it is into excellent, 91 out of 100. So laissez-les, bon temps relais. I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to beautiful New Orleans East.